Okay. Which came first, the banana or the sandwich? What kind of sandwich do you think that is? No, you don't know? Let's open it up. Oh, I broke it. Bad streamer. Should I try opening the other side? Or do you know what it is? Okay, to this recipe, there are four, or if you want to be technical, five ingredients. So if you count the two pieces of bread as one, there are four ingredients. So I could call this a four or five ingredient sandwich, even though I didn't put the banana in the sandwich, just because I put butter with the peanut butter. I prefer it that way. So then I thought, well, for those, we could put an optional banana, which I've already opened. I did my prep work for the stream, and I chose a quiet sandwich, even though I will mute if I decide to eat it. Let me see. You should do this process of muting every time you go live or go on a panel and you feel the urge to cough. Just click on that mute button and cough like crazy. It's fine. Or if you're on a panel and you hear a really loud noise, like a leaf blower or an airplane that's really flying low and noisy, go ahead and hit that mute button. Also, if you're going to say something racist and you're on someone's panel, go ahead and hit the mute button. No one will ever know you said it. That's my advice. I don't have much, but I might have some more later if I can think of it. I don't know if anyone heard this live stream. It's not random, but it is. I am going live half hour early. I wanted to explain to everyone right now at the beginning. So if you missed this, oh well. I might have to have live interrupt this, which means that if my family decides to come home for lunch, then I'll have to stop my live early and then I'll start it again after lunch. That's just so you know. I didn't want to not go live at all. I think it's better to be early than late. So I'm early. Now you don't have to look at my sandwich anymore. This is what we do. Now I can walk around wherever I want. I went to get my iPad so that I can read the chat if there is any. I don't know if anyone came in at all because on this portrait mode on the phone, you can't see the details. So I'm going to my YouTube and I'm going to go to my channel. Well, I got the notification 6 minutes ago. Let's see if anyone else did. Okay, I can't tell. I cannot tell how many people are here. On this portrait mode, doesn't show me on the YouTube side. So I don't know. It's not really a glitch, but here's the link is I believe was pinned. Oh, okay. Now over here on the YouTube chat side, I can see there's 5 people. Look over on the chat. It's the only way I can see who's here. So let me say hi in the chat. And if you see something in yellow, that means that's whoever is running the stream. And I type that from the YouTube side. I noticed also something new. The when you pin a comment now on YouTube, it stays at the bottom of the chat instead of going to the top of the chat. So for those people that are used to saying the link is pinned on the top, you have to now start saying the link is pinned on the bottom. So, oh, and I'm also here to remind you that I do not block people in my chat. Some people are not allowed on my panel anymore. There's a few. I went against my rule once, and I started not allowing people in chat or on my panel that have made YouTube terms of service errors on their own panels with their own mouth. Now, I'm not saying when they have a guest up, but when they have said something that's against terms of service personally on their own panel, it makes me shy away from having them on panel because now you don't know. Like, for instance, I guess some people would consider it porn bombing when people display certain exhibit certain behaviors on panel. So that's risky. I don't know if it's true or not, but even with a concession, concessions don't necessarily even hold up in court. So I still choose not to allow people that have many people saying that they've done a certain behavior or not. Like, for instance, anybody. We won't name any names. And if there's someone in the side chat, because the side chat's a little different than being on panel when it comes to terms of service. And I don't like to block people in the chat. I don't think I've ever blocked anyone ever. I think somebody thought that one of my mods blocked someone. I did have a mod. She's still a mod, but she's choosing not to come over here anymore because she got a little out of control with the timing out of people, and they hadn't actually gone against terms of service. So for her own protection, she's choosing not to come over here and mod for now, but she's fine. Errors happen. I'm not choosing for her not to be here. She's deciding on her own not to come over because I don't take away people's um, moderation tools. So I know it sounds a little awkward, but I've done it once, and you know, we all saw the results of that. Kind of, as a host, sometimes if you make decisions based on not fact but on hearsay, it can be uncomfortable for both people. And I'm not here to make people feel uncomfortable. But if you personally don't have a no one is timed out here. I can see everyone. If you have a personal problem with anybody that's in my side chat and you don't have a wrench, then you are welcome to go ahead and block them yourself. I'm not policing what you do in the chat. The mods, if they don't want to see the person, they should probably just take a break until and come back later. But it's up to them. If they want to do whatever they want to do on YouTube, they can do it. It happens, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not against it. I want everyone to have a voice. But if the voice is bothering you, or if the voice is against terms of service, of course, my mods will remove the comment, but not block the person. But that can be tedious. So I also gave YouTube, or not YouTube, but Google my power of attorney. They have my power of attorney, and they can go ahead. I get a lot of people getting blocked through the Google. See, oh, do I have a guest? Wait a second. Let me see. Oh, certain people I've already explained are not allowed on the panel. And this particular guest, there are rumors. Unfortunately, I'm not allowing myself to have someone on panel like that. Apologize to everyone that may have been offended by anyone in my chat, but I still will allow them to have something to say. Now, I did watch a stream. I guess it was in the middle of the night. I got up in the middle of the night and there was a stream going. I watched. Well, I went to Carrie's stream and she was ending hers and she sent us on a link to another channel. And because the title of the stream was something about everyone should have a voice, and I agree with it. Doesn't mean that they have to be on my panel though. They can say it in a side chat. They are not blocked. If I can't see you, one of my mods blocked you, but that's not what happened in this case. None of my mods block anyone. If you say something wrong, I will reiterate the mods are allowed to delete the particular comment. If it's not too much trouble, if I have people that are like considering a lawsuit, I do not delete the comments so that in case they need the comment for court, it's there available for them to get a screenshot. That's why all of my videos that I haven't, I think it's like from the last 2 years, I hid all of those because too much on my channel for me to like have to go through. In case somebody needs something for legal purposes. I didn't delete them. I just unlisted them. And then probably at the end of this year, I will hide everything for the year and start again. I'm gonna maybe try starting again every year. I'm not sure exactly. For those that don't understand why they're not allowed on panel, go back to the beginning of the video and listen carefully. I'm not here to repeat myself or be a judge or blame anyone for anything. Personally, this is my opinion. If someone violates someone in the community or the community of YouTube, which is all of YouTube, that includes all the billions of people. Like for instance, if PewDiePie did something that violated someone's civil rights on somebody else's channel, they won't be allowed on my channel. Even though PewDiePie probably could bring me a lot of subs, like Logan Paul, for instance, he did something that violated everyone. I wouldn't let him on my panel. I don't care if he brings me a million subs. Yeah, I took a bite and then I realized I didn't mute yet. So yeah, you want to see it? I took a bite out of it. You want to come up, Black Evil? Good morning. I decided I have to say everything really slow so people understand. But I won't be like this every single time I go live, I promise. Oh, he's spinning the crate? Okay, you're gonna let him out and then come up? I can wait for you. I'm looking for some music to play while I'm waiting. I wanted people to know that I did get a copyright when I went into Starbucks that morning because there was music in the background, even though you guys couldn't hear it apparently. apparently YouTube could hear it, and they gave me a copyright strike. But it was not against the video. It was just against me monetizing the video, which of course I'm not doing anyway. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't go against my channel and doesn't harm my channel in any way. That's why I do play some copyrighted music, but I'm hoping that they don't like cut me off in midstream. Hmm. Somebody mentioned me in their stream, but I'm live. So I guess they probably want to know if they're allowed on panel or not. But I, like it's not a bad idea. I'll look at it later after the live stream and see if if I need to respond in any way to that person. I think they just mentioned me because they maybe want me to go look at their videos. I'm not sure. Like what happens here is not going to be the same as what happens on every other channel. Like some people choose to allow people on panel. If I decide not to let someone on, oops, are you back there? Let's see, private chat. Okay. If I decide not to let somebody on panel, it's going to be because I decided, not because of what somebody else does on their channel. Like if somebody else lets someone on the panel, there's a number of things that could be happening. Number one, they might not know. Number two, they have different rules than I do. My rules are different from most people on YouTube. I do want people to have a voice, but I don't think that they have to like speak or be on camera in order to have that voice here. They can have the voice on the side chat. So if they're having an issue with someone, they can discuss it in the side chat. If I deem it okay that they're allowed to be on panel, they will be invited to the panel. If not invited, they can ask, and I will. If I don't see the comment, then sometimes I can't see comments. I can today though. Today I can see comments. So if you've done something that would make people think twice about having you on panel, that's probably the reason why I won't put you on my panel. It has nothing to do with what you may or may not have done directly to me. But if I watch that panel, it's still in a direct way. It is. I am also affected by what other people do on their panels when I'm in the audience, even if I'm not chatting in the audience, even if I'm watching a replay. That's just life. That's how life is. So I'm still looking for music. I can't figure out. I can't remember how to find my. Oh, I remember now. Okay, here we go. I couldn't find my playlist. Okay, so something recently I put on my playlist has gotten privated, so I'm taking it off right now. Let me see what music do I have. This one I liked. That was good. It's Keanu Reeves. Tell me if you can hear it.
wakes up before the sun is risen, carries the weight of the world like a mission. Scars on her hands from all the battles she's won. She ain't done fighting, she's only begun. No one handed her a single thing. She built a throne from suffering. Every no became a stepping stone. Now she's standing tall and standing strong alone. They tried to break her, tried to shake her, tried to make the fire burning in her soul. But every stone just made her braver, every crack just made her more. She's a hurricane, wrapped in grace. Lightning in her eyes, sun on her face. She bends, but never breaks. She's the earthquake, she's the wave, she's a mountain. The day couldn't move, she's a warrior. Right in her groove, watch her ride, watch her ride. She's a strong woman, playing in the sky. She she's a strong woman. She cries in the dark, smiles in the morning, turns every scar into a beautiful warning. Come to take the kindness for being weak. She's a river coming deep. She raised her children, built a career, swallowed her pride, and faced the fear. Love the ones who didn't love her back, still found the courage to stay on track. They tried to silence her, tried to dim her light, tried to cage the storm that lived inside, but she turned her pain into power. She turned her darkest night to sunrise. She's a hurricane, rapid grace, lightning in her eyes, sun on her face. She bends, but never breaks. She's the earthquake, she's the wave, she's the mountain. They couldn't move, she's a warrior. Right in her groove, watch her rise. She's a strong woman, flame in the sky. She's a strong woman. She's a strong woman. She doesn't need saving. She saves herself. She doesn't need crown. She creates her wealth. She whispers to the little girl she used to be. Hold on, baby, you will be free. Every woman who ever cried alone, on every woman who rebuilt what had been. So she is fire, she is blue, she is blue, she is midnight, she is blue. She's a hurricane, lightning in her eyes, sun on her face. She bends, but never breaks. She's the earthquake, she's the wave, she's a mountain. They couldn't move, she's a warrior. Out in her groove, watch her rise. She's a strong woman. She's alive. No chains can hold her down. No chains can hold her down. She's already found her crown. She's a strong woman, rising. She's a strong woman. She's a wave.
Okay, I'll drop that link again. Sorry. I'm going to drop it on the YouTube side. I didn't even know Keanu Reeves was a singer. He did pretty good, huh? I thought he did. So because I have to drop it on the YouTube side, I'm gonna probably my avatar might disappear for a second while I do that. exactly the same link. Did it drop? I don't see it on the StreamYard side. Remember to open your camera and your mic on the browser as you go in, or use, if you're on an iPhone, maybe use Safari. I'm not sure. Android should be no problem. I've got a whole video called Never Argue Again, How Intelligent People Deal with Stupid People. Schopenhauer. It's funny. I find repeating yourself doesn't work with a lot of people. Like if you find that you have to say something more than twice and they're right there listening to you at the time, they're probably not going to get it. It's probably beyond their capability. Okay, I still don't see you. What's going on? You're not trying or? Oh, okay, you're done? That's fine. Have a nice day. I might be live later. I'll let you know by notification. I don't know why everyone's having a problem with StreamYards. Apparently, sometimes when people drop off the StreamYards, the host loses sound, or they lose the sound of the other guests that are on the panel too. Thanks. You have a fabulous day too. Well, let's see. Not that it matters, because I don't really care that much. I don't really care that much. No, let me turn the sound down. Hang on. I want to thank people now for leaving a like. Let me get this. How do I put? I put it up on the stage, the StreamYard. I don't know what they call it. Let me see if I. Okay, let me pin this now. Oh, I did want to say everybody's been talking about it, but I keep forgetting to say something. Okay, I did mention, that Molly got her monetization back on her channel. She waited a year and all that. And so I thought, okay, well, she deserves a listen anyway. So I listened to her live stream. Of course, she was talking about JLR. And I don't know if it was the live stream that I was listening to, because it was, I think it was her last live stream that she made before they got her again. She was talking about JLR, and JLR sent her a link that she played that had been on a channel that had been banned before or something for playing it, and it YouTube banned her channel. And you know what? She's just such a greedy person that she would do something like that after a whole year of waiting and building her channel. But I'm like holding my breath for next year. She'll be back. I think people have found out, because they want to make money on YouTube, I found out that YouTube is the easiest place to grift for money than all the other platforms. And then somebody else lost their shit. People are losing their channels. Just because people do stuff all the time and they don't lose their channels, I'll tell you why. People don't think they're important enough to report them when they make those mistakes. If you're making money and you've got a lot of stuff on your channel that's against terms of service, and you get reported by a couple of people, you could lose your channel, or even reported by one person. YouTube does other things to weed out these sorts of problems with people having stuff on their channel. They'll ask you to do a survey or rate a channel or rate what happened on the channel, or say what you think happened on the channel. They'll ask specific questions to YouTubers. I get questions from YouTube all the time. You know, people think that I'm joking when I say YouTube loves me. They ask me questions. They ask me, how do you rate this video? If they know I've watched the video, they can tell if I've watched it. They'll say, how do you rate it? And it'll be specific to somebody that I know here on YouTube. They trust my judgment. That's why they ask me. And then they go, look, if it's a problem. But I don't usually say anything negative, but I will give an honest opinion. And because I don't want people losing their channels just because they don't know what they're doing. Some people don't know what they're doing. Like anybody that says to me, well, I see somebody doing this all the time and their channel's not gone. They're not important enough for people are not reporting them. I'm not going to be reporting them. You're not reporting them. So who's going to report them when they only have 5 viewers anyway? Who's going to report them? Nobody. So don't ever think because somebody else did something, you can do it. No, that's not how life works. If you see somebody do a felon out on the street in public, in front of everyone, and they don't get arrested, that doesn't mean that if you do it, you're not going to get arrested. If you guys have any questions, I don't know the answers to everything, but if I do know something, or if I can find it out for you, like the meaning of a word, this is very simple. Some people don't understand the meaning of a word, and then they'll say on their channel, I don't know what it means. Nobody's going to tell, if it's derogatory, no one's going to tell you. You have to look it up. If someone tells you what it means, they're probably not that smart if it's derogatory. Because saying it on your channel, as if you don't know what it means, is the same thing as saying it on your channel just to be derogatory. So, you know, you just have to hope nobody reports it. I saw that happen over on that channel this morning, early in the morning. Anyway, everyone, find something to do. I might go live later. I don't know. Bye.